Well, hello there. We are back and we're playing some more Resident Evil HD Remaster, Remake, Remodel, Refurbish, whatever you want to call it. So we are making our way through the dog corridor again, on our way well into the first 1/10 of the game. We're making our way outside to pick up the hazardous chemical, or the chemical plant destroyer thingamajig. We're not going to pick these herbs up because, well, we just don't need to at this point. Making our way back. These pauses are mainly me trying to figure out where to go next, as I stare like a clueless fool at the map, thinking, what do I do with this now? Where do I take it? What's going on? Where am I? Who am I? Ah, yes, that must be it. It must be over there somewhere, on this floor or that floor, maybe. Oh, I don't know. Let's just go. Now this guy, this guy gets very close. Oh, that was tantalisingly close. And I'm not sure he's dead, but it turns out my suspicions were justified, because he's in fact not dead yet. Well, he's undead, but he's not dead. I'm going to go through to the picture room. Now this is a vast improvement, I always thought, on the original puzzle, which was a series of paintings depicting the aging of a man, and if you got it wrong, it activated the crows. It does the same here, but it's just a bit more of a simple puzzle, less time consuming as well, and easy if you know the combination, which is the switch up first, switch on the other side, and then come around the corner, and the next two switches that you come across are the ones that you hit, but just not the end one. And this is going to lead us straight back out to the courtyard, another new addition, which is always nice to see. Now you're going to see me drag this out as long as possible, because, well, it's me trying to remember where to go, what to do, obviously, but also how to manage my inventory space, because as I completed the platinum for this, whenever I played it, I had the infinite rocket launcher, and inventory space was no big deal. I could just pick up what I wanted. I didn't even need to take any heals with me, because I was just that, well, overconfident. But the masks, I think I'm going to be putting them in one by one, revisiting the area. It might be a pain for you to watch, but I can assure you it was probably a bigger pain for me to edit that many door transitions. Up the long staircase she goes. Jill's getting her workout today, not that she needs one. She's very shapely, bless her. Big fan of Jill. We're going to go pick up those shotgun shells over by the tree, because that's where I leave my shotgun shells. In the graveyards amongst the dead. For a moment there, I tripped out, thinking, why isn't my shotgun not taking 10 rounds? And then I remembered, we do not have the combat shotgun yet. So, we're in the main hall, fritzing with our inventory and trying to play a game of hide and seek. We spotted you, Jill. You were over there. Off to the dining room. Oh, sorry, the dining room. That guy is down and out for the count still, which is good. Now we're going to go use the chemical over in the what kind of room? The wet room? The grow room? The pump room? we're going to put the chemical on here, and always be careful. Always be careful and watch this. It is the red pipe you want to send it down, not the green. You send it down the green, you're going to damage those herbs, which I never bother picking up because I don't need them. But that is a good note to make, is to obviously send the chemical down the red pipe. Those herbs, yeah, you'll destroy them if you use the chemical. Picking up our second death mask. Off we go. Yeah, the door transitions are a bit of a pain to edit out, but I'd much rather the game just didn't have them. It's not required with modern technology. It really isn't. I seem to be hugging the walls a lot, and that's because I really, through the transition scenes, I really can't be bothered to move the analog stick to correct her course. So she ends up hitting a lot of walls. I spot the gem over there, but I think, you know what? I'm not going to bother picking that up. Oh, that was some bad editing there. That was a door transition. Oh, dear. So we're going to go dump the second mask. I like the introduction of the masks because, it gives you... But Jill, where are you going? You're supposed to be dumping the mask. What are you doing, woman? What are you doing? Using a key. Ah! Now I remember what I was trying to do. I was making sure that I had some inventory space, and I was thinking, I could use that key to get rid of it, but no, that didn't work. Anyway, back to what we were supposed to be doing, heading down to the masks. And yes, as I was saying, with the mask system, it's it just gives that extra layer of puzzle solving, and gives you a fair amount of back and forth. Of course, not if you do it properly. If you do it like me, you're going to be back and forth all day long. Trying to find the right statue for the right mask as well, and the impact detection on this is not great. Sometimes you end up putting the mask in the wrong place, or just simply not being able to put the mask in the first place because you're not stood exactly where you need to be. So I can't imagine going up and down those steps. That would be a great workout, wouldn't it? Back to the main hall we shall go. Where I figure out my next step, because again, genuinely, I just couldn't remember where to go next. To think that I've completed this game in under an hour and 10 minutes, I believe. This is way back when I didn't have so many wrinkles. Or grey hairs, for that matter. So we'll unlock this door, and we'll turn back for some reason to unlock this door that I forgot to unlock in the first place, and then we'll go back to the other room, and now it's time to get the third mask. I always get this combination wrong. I know it's top left, and then I believe top right, then I believe bottom left, then bottom right, but for some reason I always go bottom right first, and then bottom left, which puts it out of order and makes you have to carry out a further step to get it right. And go back and repeat it again. I believe if you do not get the statues right and you put press the button, you do still get gassed. Chris is waiting there after having a chili burrito, and he's ready to make sure that you don't get out of that room. Could be Wesker, but I like to think it's Chris. There's a pipe directly from his cell to that room. And Wesker goes, Chris! And that makes Chris lose his burrito. So we got the mask, and it's time to once again get our steps in for the day. There's something about the ambiance of this game, the atmosphere that it creates. If you look at like Resident Evil 2 Remake, it's actually a fairly dull, dark game. It's not lit exactly great, and you can't really see a lot of what's going on and a lot of the finer detail. I think this game, honestly, looks fantastic, and it's probably the best looking Resident Evil there is out there. The mansion has just been so nicely redesigned, and I do wish that they'd give this treatment to the second and third games. It would really make me smile if they did that. And I think they'd be called for it. I honestly do, if they decided to remake the remake, but demake the remake, if you know what I mean. To make it a little bit more like this one. And it's doable. You could do it. Capcom could easily do it. So we put the third mask, I believe that is the third one, into or onto its appropriate column, and even I can't remember what we have to do next. I believe it's yawn, but that's pretty much what I'm going to be doing, and you are going to be doing, because I take the longest route possible. I show just how rusty I am, because getting to yawn is, I mean, we've got Richard now, so we've started the process of going for yawn. And he's 100% better in this remake. He was, well, how can I put it? The voice actor and the script wasn't exactly glowing in the first one. This house is full of terrible demons. Ow! We all remember that from the original. I don't care. I love the original. I think it's just the right amount of cheese. It's perfect amount of cheese. So we've got to go save Richard, and that means getting the serum, and the serum is located in the bottom save room. Now here's a cock up for you. Where's the zombie? Where's the zombie? Oh crap, there he is. I can tell you that made me jump, because I was expecting him to be on the other side of the balcony, but he's right there, and I've just used one of my defensive items. I believe there's another zombie here. Yeah, I located it. I just want to see it, and down he goes as well. Some would say far too easily, but that's the beauty of easy. I'm not one of the sort of gamers that, for some reason, I go for the item box here. I do not understand why. I need the serum. I would say confidently that I'm not what you'd call a hardcore gamer. Resident Evil is pretty much the main franchise I will grind on to get the platinum and to unlock all the special stuff, you know. I've been playing Resident Evil 4 recently, the remake, and I'm getting so close to that platinum. The only two things I have to do are in the shooting range, but I really can't be bothered to grind on that at the moment. I forgot that zombie was there again, and yeah, he was very close. But yeah, I will play Resident Evil till I'm blue in the face, but I really do get the maximum enjoyment out of Resident Evil when you're playing on easy. You can just appreciate the environments and not get too stressed out whilst you're gaming. I'm quite a casual gamer when it comes to that.
Here, Richard.
So he's got half his arm is missing, half the skin is, you know, been bitten off of him, and he actually.
Here's my radio.
He actually shakes at the jolt of the shot and asks, "Does it ever not hurt?" It's like, yeah.
Ever not hurt?
There you see another trophy pop in, delaying the inevitable. Poor Richard. There's just no way to save him. Like Sean Bean's Richard Sharp, he is going to die. Except Richard Sharp didn't die in Sharp. That guy did, though. That is what you call a classic dome split, and that one is really important. That zombie can cause you a lot of problems later on, especially if you forget about him, because he will come charging. Now I've just realized that I don't have the key to get in there, but another thing I also don't have, and the reason I'm going backwards at this point, is because I don't have the damn lighter. And you need the lighter to light the candles to be able to pick the items up in the room, because otherwise you can't see them. Barry's left me some bullets and stuff, so I'm going to spend a little bit of time, just putting some stuff away for later. I don't think in this entire run I actually used any of those incendiary rounds. I don't think I used them once. I don't even pick the grenade launcher up for a while. I just put the stuff away one by one because I'm too stubborn. I'm far too set in my ways. I'm like one of those grandpas that says, "No, I do it my way." But there's a quicker way, Grandad. I don't care, I'm set in my ways. I go the long way round. Double checking I've got a lighter and I've not forgotten to pick it up, the way you sort of check your back door and then wonder, did I really lock it, as you're walking away, and then check it again, and then you wonder, did I really lock it, and then you walk away and check it again. I'm that forgetful. Got in there, realised, well, I don't have any space. I need space to be able to solve the bee puzzle. It's not an absolute must, of course, but it will help you. By solving the bee puzzle, you actually get a magnum eventually in the game. At least I think you do. I remember it being a magnum. So I went to reload my shotgun and realised I don't actually have my shotgun shells because I just put them in there like a complete numpty. I am such a numpty. Anyway, moving on. Back to the mission. We've got to set some bees free. Get some freebies. Barry's doing some investigating. Nearly gave Barry a heart attack. I am talking through these FMVs to these little movie clips because, well,
what do you make of it?
Well,
I can.
I guess we were right about this mansion being quite
Another thing I'd
unnatural.
like to sort of mention that I love about this Resident Evil is the
Where's the part that's torn
combination of
Well, my only guess is that it
motion
was the most important
and
part,
static
somebody
stills
didn't want anyone to
in the
see it.
background. You know, all of these
Let's continue
backgrounds,
our
all of these environments are vibrant and kind of alive, and I always love the fact that they animated stuff into it. It sort of brought the still images to life a little bit. So we're swapping insects here. We're swapping bees. Someone has been in here and swapped them over and separated the hook just to make sure nobody could get hold of the magnum. So for some reason I can't see the hook there, but I'll pick it up eventually. We're combining the hook with the lure, and we're going to put the lure in the wall and the specimen on the other wall, and that's where we get our I believe it's like a medallion, or no, it's a crest. It's actually a crest. I'm going to put the wrong one in. Ignore that. And again, you know, the crests are in the game from the original game, but they have different uses, and I like it because they've shaken it up a bit. They've stirred it up a little bit. But look out! We have a bee, and it's coming for you. Get off of me! It's a giant bee. I would be terrified of that thing. Absolutely terrified. So we're going to go into the other room, have a look, have a good snoop through this person's bedroom, through all their belongings, and you know, take their weed. Although I think it's nade spray. Nothing unusual. At the front where you can open it, there's nothing unusual. But you open it at the top, you've got yourself a can of convenience. So after I've been perusing through the bedroom, like some kind of naughty man, I'm going to go back down these stairs. I love this hallway. I don't know why, I just love it. It's kind of rustic. I really like it. The impact detection doing its job there, of course. I'm going to put this medallion away for later because, well, you don't need it right now. I'm going to put the herbs away as well because I've got a first aid spray there. I'm going to get my ammo back. There's really not a lot of slots in this game, and I really wish there were more. Just 2 more, or the option to get an expansion pack to, you know, like you did in the second game to get more. But I guess not. So this is the second time you get to go through this door. I think that's the second and final time you get to go through this door. I kind of expected that guy to become a Crimson Head, so this is why I got my shotgun out. And also, we've got another Crimson Head coming up in the mask room. So we're going to basically put the final mask in and deal with that boss. I love this little shortcut as well. Where am I going? Who knows? That's right, I'm not actually going to do the mask because the mask was later on. I do apologise. That's right, we're going to light the candles. We're going to light the flame. Because we can't see jack diddly squat in this. It's too dark to see anything. It's like, whoa, thanks a lot. I needed my lighter. So I got my lighter. See, I just forget stuff all the time. Shotgun shells, always nice to have. Now there is a dude in here. You sort of have to run in, run out. And then go around the table. I was trying to dome split him, but unfortunately, he took it all in the chest and the neck. So I get the music sheet. I decided to stare at the map some more and try and figure out where I've got to go next, because I know where the sheet music is. I think it was in the music room, the other side of the sheet music. Thank God they got rid of a lot of the stairs loading screens as well, so you could just walk up and down the damn stairs. It was so much easier. Made it so much easier. That door, a zombie bursts through that door normally, and I think I was very lucky and I managed to avoid encountering it. Don't need that ink ribbon. Just need to get the second half of the sheet music so we can play some Moonlight Sonata. What am I doing? Oh, I'm going to go and get the crest. That's what I was doing. I'd forgotten the crest. Shocking. I know. So we got the crest, we got the sheet music, and yeah, we can actually swap those over now. Use the sheet music and swap the crests. Well, I didn't want to interrupt that. She was playing very, very nicely. And I do like me a little bit of Moonlight Sonata. So you're going to pick this crest up, get locked in, use the other crest to release the said lock and said door. And then, yeah, we'll be able to then put the gold crest out over the fireplace. And I do like that they kept that puzzle in and made it very sort of similar. Sort of gives everybody a fair chance then, doesn't it? Scene transitions once again kicking my ass. Oh, he's alive, but not for long. Undead and alive. I believe he gets back up. Because I'm trying to get past him and he gets back up. And for some reason I move around the back of him. Go back and I think, well, I've got another zombie burst through that door, but I managed to avoid it and get back to the dining room. The dining room. Somebody needs to sort those candles out. They are wonky as hell. Yeah, they added this little bit in as well for you to turn the cogs, but when you put the crest in the original game, it slid straight open. So I remembered, again, using the power, or the lack of power of my memory, remembered that you have to turn the large cog left or right twice, basically. Doesn't matter which way you go, as long as you get that hour hand down to 6 o'clock and it represents the painting up in the top left. The lighting effects as well in this game, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Reflective light, it's fantastic. I believe I go and pick up this gem. It's time to pick up the gem. Mind the pillar, Jill. Mind the pillar. Oh my god. The analog stick. It's easy once you get the hang of it, and once you remember, once you transition from one scene to another, you just have to hold the analog stick still and then change direction. But yeah, it spazzes out a little bit every now and then, and I just show how useless I am at it. This part of this Let's Play is it's very back and forth heavy, so I do apologise. I should probably try and I refilled the kerosene at this point. I should probably try to replay this and do a more direct route and show you how I used to absolutely destroy this game, because I'm certainly not proving it now. Take the shotgun shells, mix them together, because I think it's going to be time to fight Yawn soon. In fact, I think I'm on my way to do that now. Check my map, make sure I know where I'm going, even though it's just around the corner. Oh dear. Hey up, Rich, how's it going? Alright. Round we go, round we go. I check over here thinking there's something there, but there's not. It's later on in the game in a different section of the mansion, I believe. Or is it the residence? Oh, I'm not sure. Go and get the shotgun shells as I reach for absolutely nothing that's there. Or is it's set a little bit too low. Hello, gorgeous. How are you? My, what big teeth you have. My, what a long figure you have. Snake! Richard wants a piece of meat. Get out of the way, get out of the way. Do not get poisoned. Shoot her, shoot her. The ultimate fake out death. It's like, I'm just going to pretend to be dead because I want a snack.
Thanks.
My hero. Taking one for the team.
Richard!
At this point, considering, you know, I'd have held onto my shotgun and done a complete Men in Black. And shot him from the inside. A little bit of polygon transfer there. Not waiting to exhale. That's a nice trophy. I conveniently used all my shotgun rounds and could then put my shotgun in the inventory without losing any bullets, or not without wasting any bullets, because you can't unload the shotgun any other way than firing it. So that worked out well for the transition to the combat shotgun. I believe that's what it's called. So we're going to go out and actually fit the mask this time, because, you know, the final way down these stairs. We don't need to come back here once the Crimson Head is defeated. Try and use the mask. It's not necessary to use this now. I can assure you it is. You just have to stand in the right place. That's frustrating. That's even worse in Resident Evil 0. The impact, you know, the detection of the item detection is just awful. That guy looks to have been resting very peacefully. Three shots and you're down, and we get the Grave Digger trophy, which is nice. We'll pick up the shotgun shells because... just because. I think, you know, so far, what have I fought? I've fought quite a few zombies. I've fought a giant snake. I've fought dogs. I've fought, you know, the Crimson Head monsters. I think instead of going through all these puzzles and, you know, this labyrinth, this maze of mystery and danger, my first instinct would be to, well, you know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to stock up, because I'm reasonably well stocked up. I'm going to just go, yeah, I'm just going to go out the front door, shoot the dogs, and take my chances in the woods. I'll take a torch with me, or a lamp, or something. I think this is where I'm going to grab my ink ribbon and save. So thank you for watching. First and foremost, I know that there are endless places on YouTube you can watch this this game, but thank you for joining me. I'll see you in the next part.